Hey Virgo, welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your mid-September 2025 reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Check out your placements to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, Virgo, feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them. Take what applies and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading, so it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, comment. It's greatly appreciated. All right, Virgo, I just saw the 10 of Wands, King of Pentacles. So there might be kind of like getting to the finish line with something that has to do with your stability, security, maybe work environment. The 10 of Wands can be a lot of labor. So maybe there's a lot of work coming up for you, or that's something that you're dealing with right now. For some, it can just simply be a burden that you are carrying. But we'll see as this goes. So you have the 8 of Swords as the overall energy. This could be feeling stuck, trapped by your thoughts, paralyzed by your thoughts. Maybe feeling like you can't take a step forward, but it's really all in the mind. 7 of Wands is your current energy, standing your ground, having some sort of boundaries, perhaps pushing something or someone away. The challenge is the World card. So a closed cycle is the challenge, or getting closure, or accomplishing something. You have the Empress in the foundation. This is feminine energy. It is growth, expansion, abundance, fertility. For some of you, you're standing your ground with a situation because you know your worth, but the cycle isn't closed yet. Maybe someone is trying to repeat a cycle and you're like, no, I'm not having that. For some of you, you're trying your best with a situation that you thought was done and over with, but it's not. Again, we'll see when we clarify. 6 of Pentacles. This can go vice versa, so take it as it resonates. And if you're cross-watching, can also apply to you as opposed to the person that you're watching for. 6 of Pentacles in the past. On your mind, you have the Wheel of Fortune, and your outcome is the 2 of Cups. All right, so let's see what this 8 of Swords is for you. Why is that the overall energy for Virgo? Why is the 8 of Swords the energy for Virgo? 5 of Wands. Conflict, drama. Queen of Cups could be with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. And the Moon card. Oh, strong Pisces energy. 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Now, the Queen of Cups is someone who has their heart open as well to receiving. But there is a bit of either confusion or fear with this Moon card. And this is when you're trapped in the mind. Maybe something is unclear. Maybe you're fighting off certain feelings. What is this 7 of Wands? Why is that the current energy for Virgo? The 2 of Wands, a decision. Well, 7 and 2. What is that? 5 of Wands, which showed up. Page of Cups. And the 5 of Swords. 6 of Cups at the bottom. This can be some sort of soulmate connection, something of the past. Now, soulmate connection doesn't have to be a love situation. A soulmate could be a family member, a friend, someone that maybe you have like a karmic cycle to live through with, or someone who is they're part of kind of like your soul family to support you, whatever. So again, take it as it resonates. It could just simply be a card of the past, children. Yeah, this can be a parent-child situation because we have the Page of Cups here, so it could be someone younger. Nonetheless, this could be about a decision here, like looking out into the future, something you want to say, maybe some sort of feelings you want to express. For some, this can be an apology or attaining an apology. And then the 5 of Swords is, I don't know if this is, I'm not dealing with you until you apologize type of situation, or if this is some sort of Five of Swords can be mind games, petty type of energy. Winning at all costs, maybe even feeling defeated. But this Seven of Wands to me is strongly stating that there's some boundaries that are set here, whether between you and someone else or within yourself. For some of you, maybe somebody is trying to apologize and you're like, no, I don't care. I don't care. Maybe you weren't like this in the past. But I don't know. That Eight of Swords is telling me otherwise, that it's not that I don't care. There is some care there. Hanged Man, Nine of Cups, Eight of Wands. This is Six of Cups again. This is clarifying the World card. Somebody could be seeing things from a little bit of a different perspective and seeing exactly what it is that they want and moving and trying to move forward with that. For some, it's to close off something of the past, like I'm not doing that anymore, or this is not going to be my behavior anymore. This is not going to trigger me anymore. I'm moving forward with a different cycle, new behavior, new type of whatever. Now, this could also be a little bit of a stuck energy. So let's see. What is the Empress? For some, this could pertain more for a female Virgo. Seven of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles. This is feeling good. This is somebody who is focused on themselves, on their health, on their work, on their everyday life, but they're doing well for themselves, okay? Even if you're not doing well financially, you're doing well overall. You're taking steps towards that. Seven of Cups, Three of Cups. So I feel like there was a sense of disappointment, maybe even thinking like, you know what, it is what it is. This was a lost cause, or I'm not satisfied with this. There's some sort of realization within yourself, and it has to do with your self-worth. It has to do with the abundant life you want for yourself. There's something like, to me, it feels like some sort of recognition, kind of like looking out into the future and having some sort of goal and understanding, you know what fits, what doesn't fit. There is, I feel like there's this energy of having options, of having the opportunity to enjoy yourself, life. That's in the foundation here. I just feel like it's more focus on self, on your opportunities, on what makes you happy, on what you can celebrate. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? For some of you, you know what? If you're like single, this is you knowing your worth and setting boundaries with who is going to, setting boundaries and only allowing certain people to have that energy of yours. I don't think it's not like a free-for-all. You're not giving it to everyone and everything. There's a part of me that tells me that, it's a focus on what you want, what aligns with you. Six of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Ten of Cups. For some of you, you've let go of these boundaries and you were giving your energy here and there and maybe accepting whatever was thrown at you and kind of just dealing with it as it went, as opposed to, you know what? No, this doesn't look like it's for me. And no, I don't think that things are going to change if they get to know me more, if we just love each other more. No, there's some sort of boundary that you're setting here. Yeah, because for some of you, you were avoiding certain red flags in the past and kept giving to this. Let's see what this Wheel of Fortune is for you. Hey, hey. I can't see what that says. I think it said hey. Knight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, King of Wands. You could have fire in your chart dealing with one, Aries, Sag, Leo. King of Wands normally is somebody who has this drive, this plan, and he's doing it. Whatever it is he needs to do, he's taking action on that. So Knight of Cups, this is action with an open heart, or an individual who's very charming, or someone who's approaching the situation with an open heart, with love, with care. Ace of Pentacles. For some of you, you feel like something was a missed opportunity, or perhaps the Ace of Pentacles could have been, I don't know, something that had the potential or has the potential to grow into something that is sturdy, is financially secure, is has the potential for long-term loyalty. Like a beginning of something. And then you have the Five of Cups, which is a bit of a feeling of loss, sadness. But with the Wheel of Fortune, there's something good here that's happening for you. Some sort of change has happened, is happening, or will happen because it's on your mind. Why is the Two of Cups here? Seven of Pentacles, there's the King of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, Emperor, Aries. Boss, husband, masculine energy, leader, authority, taking charge. But I do see here that there is some sort of partnership, again, whether romantic, platonic, professional, whatever, that there's still, or there is an investment here to work together, to collaborate, to work on things together, possibly to solidify something here. Aries, Sag, Leo. Someone could be taking charge of this. Someone could, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to do. Three of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, the Justice card. I feel like somebody wants to make something right because there was disappointment or heartache here, possibly in a situation that was a family situation, or again, something that is long-term, had the potential for that. And then the Justice card is making things right, balancing things out again. Could be a Libra for some. I don't necessarily think so, but Three of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. I also get the energy here with the cards that just came out of no longer waiting. No longer waiting. No longer feeling like, kind of like, no longer being in this mindset of scarcity. I think there's also a sense of like realizing and appreciating the good that is here, the good that is available. Basically having gratitude. But this Four of Pentacles is telling me that there's still a holding on here. Emperor, King of Swords, Ace of Cups. There could be an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Aries, stressed. Yeah, somebody is looking for some sort of new beginning here. It could be the individual who was cold, maybe stubborn even. For some of you, somebody here is waiting for the right moment to come and speak, to say something. Could be an air sign. Yeah, speak, watching, and then, okay. So there's kind of like this back and forth. Kind of like waiting to see, what are you going to do? Or maybe you're both in this energy. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? How about somebody do something? You know, because just sitting here and not doing anything, not expressing anything is just stagnant. So if you're like, no, but I did something, I said something, now the ball is in their court. Okay, so then you continue on with your life. You don't sit there waiting or contemplating and being stuck in your mind, and don't tell me that you're not, because the Eight of Swords is here. Now, for some of you, maybe it's not you. Maybe you are going about your life and this is this person. Ten of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a holding back here. It could be another Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I don't know if I necessarily feel that, but there's been clearly some sort of pain here, suffering. Ten of Swords showed up, maybe an ending. But then you have the card of wanting to communicate, wanting maybe to say, hey, how's the weather? But then the Strength card is here, and it's like it feels difficult. Could be about holding back or feeling like they need the courage to say something. The Ten of Wands is here again. And for some of you, somebody here is learning about security, stability, a home environment. You know how sometimes, and I've said this already before, I think I'm actually done with the reading. I'm going to take out Oracle cards for advice and clarity. You know, I said this, I forgot who I said this to. Maybe it was Cancer, Gemini, I don't know. Sometimes, you know, we know the answer to something, but we need to actually experience it. Because there's plenty of times that we're like, oh yeah, you know what? In that situation, I would have done this. And then you get in that situation and that's not what you would have done. You know what I mean? Sometimes we need to experience something to know for sure, to have that certainty. Maybe that's the case with this individual. Let's take out some advice and clarity. I'm not sure if this resonated. If it did, please let me know in the comments down below, or if you're in the chat. Yes, we can. And John O, is that you? Hey. I can barely see what it says. Like, I literally have to stare at it so my eyes can focus. Anyway. All right. What is the advice and clarity for Virgo? Okay, Virgo. You have insecurity and passion. Okay, let's see here. Insecurity. Got it. Bob is an inventor, yet never finishes anything, always giving up on his projects, convinced that they're useless. One day he finishes something and is elated until the demon appears, taunting him. The demon Red Rainbow is comprised of our greatest fears. In a dream, Bob discovers that he can distinguish between real and imagined fears. The demon Red Rainbow can no longer stop him from realizing his dreams. Miraculous changes lie ahead. Life always takes a turn for the better when we face our demons. Stay on course. Trust that an ally will appear. The gift of adversity is never given without the ability to overcome it. Do I listen to my fear? How can I tap into my courage? Yeah, we did see the Strength card. Energy turned within can lead to fear and stagnation. Courage is necessary if you are to be fearless and move forward. This is a message to grow up inside into a greater energy and to invoke courage from the angels to progress. The Princess of Amber spends her time volunteering. No person or task is beneath her. She loves her subjects and looks after them like a loyal servant. When the newspapers criticize her, her family begs her to behave more like royalty. She refuses. The people hold a free election, and to her surprise, and the surprise of the aristocracy, they vote for the princess as their new leader. You're correct to feel passionate about your position. Follow your instincts, for you know intuitively what's right for you. Are my daily actions supporting my real passion? What am I willing to stand for? This card indicates creative focus and an ability to ignite the passion necessary to manifest what you desire. The power of Amber is that focused emotion can create anything, for it brings the gift of emotional discipline. Yeah, so if your overall energy is the Eight of Swords, there's a bit of lack of focus right there, because there might be fears, there might be insecurities, but I don't get it, because the other cards, the Seven of Wands, the Empress, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune too. All of these, Two of Cups, all of these positive cards that are saying and indicating a good partnership, self-worth. Things are happening, but there's a cycle here that's not closed. I don't know if it's the cycle of overthinking. I don't know if it's the cycle of, actually, what were the cards that clarified it? It just could be some sort of cycle of the past that just no longer serves this frequency that you're on, and that's moving you forward. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, let me know if it resonated. If it did, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.